10-minute delay, so it'll be a while.
Gotcha. Turtle, if you have any players on your chat, let them know to come to my chat, not to just to avoid any confusion. Because I had that happen a lot with fighting game tournaments. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with week 4 of the Chaos League. We have Team Dripp versus Team Ursus with Attitudes. I'm here with my commentary teammate, the homie, the legend, the one, the only, RC, aka Distorted Gamer, aka and Stream Catcher, aka I'm just kidding. But anyway, how you doing? How you doing tonight, man?
It's going great. It's halfway through this league already, and I want to see what these teams have been cooking up. Got some teams we haven't seen in a while today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, man. I hope we get to see this this Team Dripp versus Ursa with Attitudes. Just a quick update. Team Hive cannot make it tonight because they are having new players play on their teams and didn't have enough time to synergize with them. So they decided to take the L for this week. We hope to see them in week 5, and we hope that their new team is coming in full force. And the Feraligators, they are taking another L. I mean, not another L, sorry. They're taking an L for this week. Don't know what the backstory is on them, but we hope that everyone is doing okay in that team, and we hope to see them in week 5 as well. I'm just waiting on Team Dripp to answer. I'm gonna start the timer at 6:30. If there is no answer by 6:40, I will give the win to Ursa with Attitudes, and we'll move on to our next match, which is going to be Astonishingly Bad versus the Tragic Umbreons. And that'll be at 7. And then we'll pass it over to Pika, and he will be streaming the last match. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Autonaut Saturn versus Team Actual Trash. So we'll be looking forward to that. We'll pass it over to him. Right now, Pika is streaming the Autonauts Mars versus the Goomy Goobers. So if you want to check that out, it is twitch.tv Pika. Nah, I'm not casting the U.W.A game where the title says U.W.A and I have the leaderboards of U.W.A. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm just being a smartass. But yes, I am casting their match with RC. Yo, I see you, Tanky. I'm just waiting for Team Squirtles then. They have until 6:40 to give me an answer. because officially your match starts at 6:30, but I'll give them till 6:40. If there is no answer by Squirtleston, because I just wrote Melina and she just told me that she is no longer part of Team Dripp, so I don't know what's going on. I messaged Squirtleston. There's no answer, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, he did tell me that he was ready yesterday, that he was down to play. I DM'd him. Nothing, so. Nah, I'm just being a dick. You're good. Don't worry. You're good. Well, we'll see. Like I said, they have until 6:40. We're gonna do the 10-minute call out. Once the tournament starts, you have 10 minutes. That's basically how I do with the fighting games as well. I'm gonna stay by it. Who's on TU again? Char King, right?
Tragic Umbrella.
Yes.
Tari King is a member.
Okay, I'll ping him.
The captain is Deep Rex right now.
Rex? I don't think I see Rex. I'll just hit up Char King. He's the one that like answers everything, so
that's fair. He is currently setting up their EU branch, so he is fairly reliable. I would argue
the minute it hits 6:30, I'll put the timer on. Let me go to my clock. Let me go to my thing. Hold on. $6:40 saved. There. So my phone is set for alarm at 6:40. When my phone starts buzzing some reggaeton music of Bad Bunny, that's how I know that that is time. So they got until Bad Bunny starts playing on my phone. Yeah. So at 6:40, like I said, it's 6:30 now. The timer has started. Their matches were at 6:30. I'll give them till 6:40. If there is no answer at 6:40, then I'll give the dub to U.W.A. I can't do that. It's only nationalities, countries. You live in the United States, you will stay with the United States.
I will take this moment of quiet to get some water.
There. I'll put you with the question mark. Can us. Bottle of maple syrup. You want some maple syrup? I got you. I got you with the maple syrup. I'll put the Canadian flag. There. I'll put the Canadian flag. I'm not gonna look through through Opera Gaming Browser for a freaking picture of a maple syrup. Ah, man. And if anyone's watching internationally, for my Spanish friends, ¿cómo está todo el mundo? Estamos aquí jugando Pokémon Unite. Siéntate y ve el bien matches de todo el día. Dame toda la noche. Tú vas a ver los matches. For my friends in Japan, Ohio, because it's like morning time over there. Konnichiwa. That's all I can say, because my Japanese is bad. So yeah, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Uno de esos días yo voy a tener mi gente para hacer commentary en español para la gente que no hablan o no entiende inglés. Yo voy a tener a alguien hablar español para usted uno de esos días. Porque yo quiero todo el mundo para jugar from diferentes países. I want everyone from different countries to come in and play. I'm gonna talk to, maybe in the future, maybe for like season 3, we'll do it international or something. And we'll have people from like from South America and all that stuff. You speak French? Nice. I have a homie that speaks French. His name is Vic. He plays Phantom Breaker with me, so we'll see what's up. Man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I want to do something international soon. But let's see how we do. I mean, we have 4 more weeks left. We're also at $163, guys. If you want to, I want to try to raise this up to 200. If you guys want to donate for free, we do have a match arena. Click on that link, do the sponsor quest on the right. It's all for free, and give or take ballpark estimate, you could probably give up to like maybe $5 for free. We are sponsored by Text Now. There is a Text Now feature. It's very simple to do. If you're on mobile, click on that match arena link. It'll take you to, you can scan the QR code with your phone. If you're on the internet through your computer, take your phone, go on camera mode, scan the QR. Make sure you have a Match Arena account. It's free and easy to do, and if you do decide to donate, your name will be engraved in the contributors, and I will give you a shout out. Actually, if you do it, your name will probably pop up where it says 163.19. Alright, so it is 6:36. No answers from the Squirtle's Den. Let's see. I'll ping them again. Wow, we just got $40. Hold up. Has the name popped up? Hold up. Let's see who dropped the 40. Hold up. Let's keep it down with the small talk, please. I don't want no issues. $40 by Steve Vale. Steve Val. Thank you for the $40. I appreciate that. Whoever Steve is in the chat, please let me know. Let me know who you are so I can give you a proper shout out. If you're a streamer too, let me know too. I'll give you a shout out as well. On that, thank you so much. If you're not just helping the community out and the players, but you're also helping me out, the more money that Matcherino sees me raise, it'll help me get a button for future tournaments. So that way, if you can't do the sponsor quest on the side, you can just hit claim code and automatically puts 25 cents down. They'll start me off with 50 codes, and I did the math, and that's $12.50 free if 50 people claim all the codes. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. I also have another tournament this Wednesday. If you're into fighting games, if you're into DNF duels, y'all, there's a link to that one. If you guys want to donate, again, you can donate for free by doing the sponsor quest. We're at 3 cents, sadly. So if people see the prize pool go up more, I'll have more entries. Right now, we have 5 people in the tournament. Usually, people will do the Matcherino the day the tournament starts. But if you guys want to help me out with my other events that also host fighting game events as well, the link's right there. Appreciate it. All right, we have 1 more minute. So let me look. You hear my phone? That was proof right there that I put the alarm clock. I'm gonna do one more ping. There has been no answer. No answer at all. I'm gonna give it 1 more minute. 1 more minute. 1 more minute, if you guys don't mind. 1 more minute. 1 minute. Alright, no answer.
Alright, I'm back from being kidnapped by my animals. What happened?
Well, it looks like Team Dripp has forfeited. And yeah, sadly, I pinged them. Yeah, there's proof. There's proof in the chat. We were talking about it being RC. I pinged them. I have proof that oh, okay. Gotcha. Clockwork. I appreciate you, Clockwork. Thank you so much. I just saw your DMs. Yep, I DM'd Squirtles then. Melina told me that she's no longer part of Team Dripp, so let me just go and add the records here.
again. I wonder what kind of stuff we can get for free now.
Wait, I thought I turned this freaking strange new worlds things off. I do apologize for that. Do not click on that. I already done with the campaign. I finished it, so don't click on that. I thought I deleted that.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to these matches, Yoshino. Hopefully we can get some good matches next, though. And that's the beauty of having the league. There's always next week. Yes,
there's always next week for that. Alright, so let me hit up the next game. Cloud versus Cherokee. Your match is at 7. All right, so yeah, we'll see what's up. If no one answers from Char King's and Claude's game by 7:10, we can have the Ursas play one of them maybe, and then we'll fix the scores around. We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do. Yeah. I already gave you guys the points.
Yeah, they're already in
they're
already in their call, so they should be checking in any second now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the Umbrians are, but astronomically bad. I'm not sure if they're gonna answer. Okay, Rex is typing. So let me change the scoreboards real quick.
Yep. This is astonishingly bad, eh? More like astonishingly good. Oh no, they went 2-1 against for Alligators. Hey yeah, oh yeah.
Alright, so we have Rex. He answered, so I told him that he has until 7:10 till astronomically bad answers. So I pinged their leader Cloud 2 times already, and letting him know that you got until 7:10. So just a heads up. If you guys do participate in the Chaos League, mind you, I'm taking all the notes down, so maybe like I said, I gotta talk to my partner Pika, and of course RC and Lily, because they are part of our team as well. Even though they do commentary, they're still part of our team, and we want to get inputs. But my input is, I think we might shorten the amount of weeks in the league. If this is a continuation, because we had that last week, we're seeing it again this week. I also noticed that there's a lot of other content creators hosting on Saturdays, so maybe we'll host on a different day. I know Saturday is very popular. I've dealt with this countless times with fighting games. Like people will host on the same day, maybe at the same time. So you're kind of stepping into people's how you say, like you're crossing the line in a way. But if that person has their own community and you have your own community, then it's okay. You get what I'm saying? Because they got their people and we got their people. But if, like, let's say my peoples decides to go and support them, I have no problem with that. But if you signed up first to our event and then all of a sudden you signed up to theirs and then you picked theirs knowing that you signed up for us and you don't tell us anything, then, you know, it puts a bad taste in our mouths. You get what I'm saying? And then it keeps us on the radar, like, all right, we know for next time they're gonna do this, you know? And we don't want that. You get what I'm saying? We don't want that. But keep in mind that everyone's actions in the league and your team, it affects you, but it also affects the people that take the time to make this happen for you guys. You know, it affects us because you don't know who's watching these tournaments. You know, maybe there's someone that wants to invest in what we do, and if they see that people are constantly dropping, they're gonna be like, what's going on here? You get what I'm saying? So, you know, please take into consideration what you guys do, and please hit us up, because it's, I don't know, like, sometimes people don't write us, people don't let us know anything until like the last minute, you know, and that's not good. That's not nice, you know. You know, like,
yeah, the more information that we have, the better.
Yeah, you know, that's what I always say, like, yo, let us know like 2 days before the event starts so that we know what to do, because like lately people have a bad habit of letting us know like 30 minutes before we start streaming, and we're going like freaking like the SpongeBob meme when he goes into his head and they're all like running around in circles and you see the fire burning. You know, that's us. You know?
That's my stream on the regular.
Oh yeah, Sarvius Veris, if you're part of Team Dripp, get a hold of. Well, I mean, they're done. They're forfeited. They're done for the day. Sorry about that. Sarvarius. Yeah, they forfeited. Like, with all due respect, I pinged them early. It was like 30 minutes. It's been 50 minutes. So, not 50 minutes. It's been 30 minutes. No answer. The only person that answered was Melina. And like I said, she is no longer part of Team Dripp from what she told me. So yeah.
Are you good, true? Is everything okay over here?
Yeah, we're waiting on Astonishingly Bad. Dripp,
yeah,
unfortunately could not make it.
Okay.
Yeah, Dripp could not make it. I pinged them. Melina, I wrote Melina as well because I remember Squirtles then said, "Hey, if I don't answer, Melina's also a co-captain," so I wrote her, and she told me she is no longer part of Team Dripp. So I was like, "Oh, message Squirtles then." I DM'd him. I pinged him, no answer. And it looks like Extraordinarily Bad's probably going in that same route because I pinged them and there's no answer. I told them they have until 7:10 because their match is at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then from 7, I put the timer on and I give them 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, yes.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be giving them grace periods, but you have to check it because this put a little bit of a damper on our schedule.
I did
we'll
say.
See what we can do.
Yeah, I did say
if
that.
If anything, we'll fill in the time with like. If anything, we'll just do like custom matches with the viewers or something.
Yeah, yeah. Or we can
fill into 8 o'clock if they don't show up for the 7 o'clock.
Or we can have I know it's gonna mess up our league points thing. Maybe, I don't know. But we can have tragic Umbreons versus Ursas with attitudes.
That's up to them. We
Yeah.
won't count it as an official match, but if they want to scrim, we can do it on stream.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we can do that.
we'll see. We'll wait until like 7:10. And
Yeah, we'll see what's up. That's up to them.
See what's going on. All right,
Yeah.
You guys handle your stuff. Just ping me if you need anything.
Yeah,
But I'm posting now, so everybody's over here.
Oh, okay. Just before you go, one of Team Dripp's members is in my chat, and he's saying that there's 3 of us were waiting on Squirt, but he hasn't wrote them. But like I said before, I already gave the points to Ursas with attitudes, so
Okay, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know, no call, no show. They are
Yeah.
trying to show up. weren't able to show up as a full team, so that's
Yeah.
basically a no call, no show.
Okay.
We'll do that, and we'll see what happens with this next match. And
Yeah.
if things don't work out, ping me. I'll come back in and
Yeah,
we'll
no problem.
set some scrims up. See if we can get some scrims to fill the time before 8 o'clock.
Yeah. No problem. Or y'all can watch me play Xenoblade. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway,
Yo.
all right then. You do your thing then. Take it easy.
All right.
Alright. So, yeah, that Xenoblade, man. I got a digital copy. My friend got it because I was gonna buy it off of Amazon, but then Nintendo brought back their pre-orders for the collector's edition for the game. I won't get it though. I have to wait 2 weeks, so I hope I don't get an email saying like, oh, we're sorry, because they did it to me the first time. I don't want them to do it to me the second time, saying that they can't fulfill my request for the collector's edition because they dropped it the other day, and it was what, 90-80 bucks. And I remember Silver, she donated for my birthday to get it, and then I sold Nintendo Online recently for my past, so that equaled up to that. So I got that as an early birthday present for myself. So I hope they don't cancel it. If they do, it is what it is. I'll just use Pika's link and buy it off of Amazon. But yeah, Amazon didn't have the collector's edition available. I think it's just a Nintendo exclusive. 'Cause I haven't been charged yet, so I hope it charges me. Because my PayPal, they haven't took the $90 off my PayPal. And I got the Terry Bogard amiibo. I had to get him.
Yo.
I had to get my Terry Bogard amiibo. I was about to make a card, but I'm out of NFT stickers. So I'm like, you know what? It's only $12. Let me buy them. I had Nintendo World.
Oh, you mean
coupon.
NFC?
Yeah, the NFC. No, I didn't say
You said
NFT.
NFT.
Did I say NFT?
into that?
Did I say
Yeah,
NFT?
I was
Oh,
like, are you into
shit.
that? Or, oh.
My bad. NFC. My bad. No, I don't support. I don't support NFTs. No, NFTs are. No, my bad. NFC. I ran out of NFC tape, whatever, stickers. 'Cause I make my own amiibo cards.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay $50. I mean, okay, I take that back. I did buy amiibos when they first came out, and I had every single amiibo, but I sold them all.
Nice.
And I made my money back. Plus,
Nice.
I made my money back plus. The only ones I kept was like my clouds I kept. I kept my Corins. I kept my Shulk, Mewtwo, Captain Falcon, Samus. I had extras, so that's why. My Little Mac, Mario, Bowser, Peach, and who else do I have? Oh, DDD. And then my Animal Crossing figures, I kept them. Them shit, they didn't sell. I still have my Animal Crossing cards, my Amiibo ones for, what was it, Happy Home Designer?
Yeah,
I sold all of them though, I just have extras. And I have my Shadow Mewtwo card with my inside my sealed copy of Pokken that I never opened.
I always wanted to play that game, but I just never had anyone to play
I have it. Tanky gave it to me. I'm gonna start playing it again. I'm probably gonna host a tournament for next month because my birthday is in August, and I want to do like. I know August 1st I'm gonna play at 11 in the morning on Feral Evie's charity, so I'm gonna play on her stream for charity. I think it's boys versus girls. After that, I'm gonna start my road to 100 subs because I want to. My birthday present is trying to get 100 subs before the end of August. That'd be cool. I know a lot of people are like, "Yo, for my birthday, I want 1,000 subs." I ain't in that level, but I've gotten 60 subs before, so I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, 100 doesn't hurt." So if I do get 100 subs out, that would benefit a lot, and not just me, but also for the community. Because again, half of the money that I get from Twitch, I give back to the Matcherino, the host tournaments and all that. Again, thank you Clockwork for that $40, raising the Chaos League to $203.19. Again, I am also hosting a DNF duel tournament. If you guys want to do those Matcherinos, free quests, they're free to do on the right side. I would be much appreciated. It'll help the tournament out. It'll help the players out that are participating. Right now, we're at least 5 or 6 players, so I've like 10, 15 bucks. If we get it around there, that's good enough for first place. There's not a lot of people like the previous tournaments when we had like 20, 24. Like last tournament, we hit almost 80 bucks, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm about to start the timer, and hold on. Now, starting the timer now. If Cloud does not answer, then they will take the L.
What other members do Astonishing Dad
they're not online, so it's like no point of like sending the DM. All I know is there's one dude named Rikoku, but I think he got me blocked. I banned him from my Twitch channel because he was being annoying. And Renkaku, but he blocked me on Discord because I don't see him. But yeah, I blocked him because he was being a fool on my Twitch because he was saying that our Matcherino is a scam. And I don't like that. I don't like people coming into my chats and talking nonsense like that when I host tournaments for them and I pay people out with no complaints. So that's not nice to say that. I don't care if you were joking or trolling. I take that seriously. And anyway, that's all they do is troll. And I don't like that. So if that's what they're doing is protesting because of what happened last week, because I called their attention, then hey, that's on you guys. You're giving free points away to another team, so that's all up on you guys. Like I said before, your actions on your team is how it's gonna affect you guys. That's different. Yeah, if you guys want to have like some scrims, then by all means, let me know in the chat. We can host something up. We can do something fun for the community. Let's not have I'm not saying we're having negative energy or anything like that, but let's take these like matches that are supposed to happen and turn them into something good. You know, let's make today memorable because it's already memorable as it is with that donation. Oh, okay. They're here. It just
Okay.
they're here. Okay, they made it just in time. So we have a Hoopa band. Alright. Rex, what will you ban?
Oh, by the way, it's Tragic Umbreon, not without the A.
Oh, dead. Without the A, right?
Yeah. Liz!
Alright. So we got that going. Okay, so Trevenant. Do I have Trevenant? Alright, they banned the tree, so hold on, let me go get a Trevenant image real quick.
Hi, Tabita. Just a reminder that I will be on a 1-minute delay, so I'm not going to be able to respond quite in time with everybody, but hello! Hi, Tabita. Hi, Gale. You're hearing just Shin because I was quiet.
Alright. Trev. Pokemon Unite.
Good afternoon, Gale. How's everybody doing? Getting ready to start this
Doing
match
good.
over here.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I forgot to turn that off. Totally forgot to turn that off. Alright.
Unfortunate.
It was Liz, it's okay. Alright. Let's go. Let me make the room. Let me get Trevenant up in here. Let me just
Oh, dang, I can't even do that.
swap. Alright. Go.
Yeah.
Alright, let me send you an invite.
One of you. What do you mean? I'm trying my best out here. I was watching Spraggles' tournament and everything to try and practice. Why you gotta do me like this? Alright, there's the invite. My controller.
Alright guys, just a heads up. When the match is over, don't start the match.
Right. Please restrain yourselves.
Just invite me. Alright, so Tragic, stay on top.
Yeah. Chad TTV.
Can you delete a Pokemon Unite account like that? I mean, I know you could delete like a...
Delete an account?
Yeah.
I think there's like the thing where you can like send an email to have your account deleted, but not like through a menu or anything. I think you have to like contact the legal team or something.
Alright.
There's a button to erase progress? That's crazy.
Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna deal with this shit right now.
We're alright. Let's... For everyone watching, make sure to check out twitch.tv/shinj. That's where the official poster of this Chaos League is streaming the battle here.
Alright, we're waiting on one person.
The link is up there in chat.
Alright, we are ready. You can go ahead and commentate their picks.
Beautiful. So, for some bands today, we have Hoopa banned for the Team Astonishingly Bad, Team AB, and Trevenant was banned with Tragic Umbreon. We've definitely seen, if anyone was watching some game yesterday with the Goobers, we saw some insane game with
Nah, I don't.
Stack
I don't
Trevenant.
think I have delay on. I think so. I don't know. A minute delay.
I have a minute delay. I don't know. It certainly was not minute. It certainly wasn't updating quickly for me when I was watching, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I should have a delay. Because there's times that that when I'm playing other games, people are like, "Yeah, give me a minute." I was answering your question.
Right. So Trevenant can be a very dangerous pick on these teams. It's important to keep an idea of where some of your weaknesses are on these teams. So we have the jungle Greninja, where it is stacking with an attack weight and a floatstone, right? And it looks like the enemy Dragonite and Serena are also stacking with an attack weight. It's going to be interesting to see how these teams are planning on using that to their advantage. Stacking on a jungle, I've seen as a strategy lately, as kind of just a chance to get even stronger stats on a Pokemon that necessarily might not score particularly often, but can function well without the item necessarily. The Slowbro on the Tragic Umbreon side is also going to have a score shield, trying to get some of those dunks early and often, trying to get that early XP. And it looks like the Tragic Umbreons are going with a bit of a standard sort of style here with the 1-1-3. A Ralts in the back, defended by a Slowbro and a Blissey. But that is a Slowbro down for the count for the Tragic Umbreons. That's going to be some good XP for Astonishingly Bad. And Astonishingly Bad is going to press this advantage as much as they can. Blissey and Ralts both go down as Slowbro tries to take some of the experience points, some of the Chaos energy away to keep any further scores out, and to try and defend the goal as best they can. The Serenas up top are simply just trying to get some XP here. Obviously, the Astonishingly Bad Serena has got plenty of stacks for their attack weight. Not electing to get any further scores, looking for more XP, and looking to get a kill on Tragic Umbreon Steenie, who has taken the Speed Berry to try and get away. Both are rotating down the bot. Dragonite has ganked up top to an empty top lane for the Astonishingly Bad, but they are getting a stack on their attack weight, and that could be very dangerous late in the game. So this could be, and they were also able to break the goal before first Rotom. That could be dangerous. This is an opportunity for Dragonite to actually press this, and whether win or lose on the first Dreadnought, they would be able to have plenty of scores and plenty of experience on a very important goal. Anti-Zapdos strats are very much on the table for Astonishingly Bad here. They have elected to not do that. They do have a Dragonite that is already level 9. They have their ult, so they could go up there and take it whenever they wanted. But Astonishingly Bad is going to push up here onto the Tragic Umbreon's goal. Dragonite ults in, pushes all of them onto their goal. They're going to have to remain there for most of Dreadnought. Being shredded, but it's healing up, going back to its position. This is Tragic Umbreon's chance to try and get back. They are being kept out handily by this Serena, Eldegoss, Blissey team here. It's really just an unkillable front line, as long as the Blissey and Eldegoss keep their sights trained on that Serena. But who needs it? Serena already has level 9, already has their ultimate unlocked, and is going further and further away with it. Dreadnought cleans up the Dreadnought is cleaned up cleanly by the Dragonite Hyper Beam, and they are rotating up top. The Umbreon's trying to get it to try and prevent a strong push on their second goal, but as 5 of them are already there, they could likely just defend it just fine without risking any KOs here like Serena has just fallen to. And also, most of the Astonishingly Bad do have their ults. Bliss Assistance on Serena takes out the Slowbro, the Blissey, and then a Hyper Beam takes out the Kirlia and the Greninja. Completely undefended second goal here. As Serena is taken out again.
Very strong push from Astonishingly Bad.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, that was a very unfortunate push from Tragic Umbreons. They're going to need to farm a bit to try and make up for that. And the field is very open. Getting that Curlia to evolve is going to be important here. Seems that Serena is trying to intimidate the Eldegoss. Not afraid of its attacks whatsoever down bot. Seems we may have a DC on the Tragic Umbreon side, unfortunately. It seems that Tragic Umbreons are trying to deal with that right now. They're not able to push in. Dragonite has used a Draco Impact on to steal the Corefish over in their goal. Astonishingly Bad seems to be tentatively just giving some well wishes to the Umbreons who are dealing with some technical difficulties. But Dragonite will just simply continue to push this Dreadnought. Yes, the Umbreons have elected to go to the next game here. Honorable plays.
Something happened, so we're trying to see what's going on.
Yes, I can confirm that unfortunately Serena did have an issue with equipping items. I imagine if the account is brand new, as they say, they probably don't have many of their item slots unlocked, other than the first one. But they do have X attack, so they have played on this account at least a little bit. So we will see what the bug might have been.
One second.
Some technical difficulties here, folks. In the meantime, we can talk about some potential strategies here. So they, Astonishingly Bad was obviously going for a 1-1-3, a very classic 1-1-3, but they elected to have two supports, Eldegoss and Blissey. And that has a lot of opportunities because those two characters have quite a lot of healing on alternative characters, which allows them to go for somewhat risky plays, such as having a Dragonite ult into the enemy and be kept alive, as well as a Serena that is effectively unkillable on anything other than a full team fight 5-stack. And with having the Pikachu in the back just kind of throwing out a lot of long distance damage.
Alright,
it can be quite difficult to push through a front line like that.
Let me get Pika on here. Let me mute my.
Sure.
Give us a second. Let me let's see what we're gonna do with this. All right, guys. So we are going to do a restart. We're
Okay,
going to do a
hold on, let me
restart.
unmute. Alright, let me unmute. Alright. Alright.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a restart. We're just gonna restart everything. It's still early. It's all right. No problem. All right. Alright, here we go. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we have everything ready, let's go. Just a warning
Alright, here we go.
before we start. Disclaimer. If you're entering this event and you have an alternate account, because I know a lot of us have alternate accounts, make sure that that account that you're using has your items already set. You get what I'm saying? Make sure it's good. Because, yeah, I know that championship mode allows you to unlock everything off rip. Doesn't matter what level you are. But just a heads up. Just a heads up.
Alright, now. Once again, we have very similar builds here. The teams are a little bit more familiar with the early game of both sides. Although it's going to be a bit more difficult as the Serena, for astonishingly bad, got quite a few stacks off of the Tragic Umbreon Serena not quite being up to snuff. So now here, though, they have their proper stacking build, weakness policy, attack weight, and focus sash. So we're going to have a little bit more of an interesting time up in top lane. I assume the teams are going to be continuing with their 1-1-3 strategies, Dragonite and Greninja in jungle, Serena top, and Pikachu and Ralts with their respective protectors.
Exactly.
Middle here. Bit of a push here, King going a little risky, going a bit deep, but they get out safely. And as time seeing bad are going to be continuing their push as Pika's a very strong early game. Mon, who does a lot of damage, and Ralts is not quite so potent early on in the match.
It looks like they were shaking hands top lane, kind of, but they both scored the Serenis on top.
Right, and it's going to be important for those Serenas to get those attack weights in, because the earlier they can get them, the sooner that they can take advantage of the powerful support that Blissey has available for them.
And as we see here, sorry to interrupt, but we see the Chad coming in, and now there's three on top, and Meep just makes it out with a sliver of health, but I take it back. He comes back in and gets annihilated, and Team Eternity Bad gets a good amount of points chucked in. And as we're going down bot lane, we see Dog with his Blissey and Cloud's Bad just providing that pressure. Eldegoss is making its way down bot. We have the Blissey coming back in. Greninja's just farming the jungle right now. Are we going to see any plays going on right now? King just evolved into a Blissey. Nice Egg Bomb, but it's backing away right now. Farming. And yeah, back to you.
Right, we see here that Dragonite is going to be ganking up top lane for now, but in bot, we have the Greninja for the Tragic Umbreons ganking bot lane, preparing for this first Dreadnought. Somewhat sacrificing this team up top lane to try and make sure that they establish a presence down here. That's important because Pikachu has a very strong had a very strong start here. As you can see, they're able to take down the Slowbro. And it's going to be a fight for these pre-Dreadnought B to see who has just enough stage control to decide when and where Dreadnought's going to be taken down. As we saw before, the Astonishingly Bad is going to try and push the Tragic Umbreons into their goal, where Dragonite and Serena can kind of push them with the support of Blissey and Eldegoss, while Dreadnought is taken down. The Tragic Umbreons in response is going to try and start this Dreadnought early, turn into a clip, while Dragonite is so far away they can't ult in time. Astonishingly Bad focusing down that Blissey that provides so much healing and protection for the Greninja. Yep, and there is the Draco impact, taking out Greninja and Slowbro. Dreadnought is secured for the teams. A little bit of a scoring bug there, don't worry about that. We'll call it a feature. But instead, the teams are going to be rotating up to Rotom, and they rotated a little early this time. We're able to get it, we're able to secure it, and put some points into their goal as well. Double Egg Blissey for the Tragic Umbreon. He's trying to keep the Serena alive. But the level advantage, the Serena already being level 10, that level advantage is going to be rough to try and keep up with. And the Astonishingly Bad is elected to try and push the second goal. They're able to take down the Greninja. And Pikachu, reaching level 9, immediately throws out a Thunderstorm to secure a safe exit for the group. Plenty of points scored on that goal. And the Astonishingly Bad makes their retreat to try and farm up their goal and their jungle. This early game is important for Astonishingly Bad because they have a lot of good early game character. There's just with Pikachu holding down bot lane with 2 support. It's a very difficult wall to break through. So the Tragic Umbreons need to be looking forward to how they're going to deal with this when it comes to the team fight. Blissey and Eldegoss have a lot of healing, but in terms of damage, without Pikachu and Dragonite's Hyper Beam, the Zap fight could end up not having enough damage to push through. So it could be important for them to take advantage of that. Gardevoir and Greninja having 2 ults that can do a lot of damage to a lot of characters very quickly. It won't matter in the long run. Umbreon's getting pushed by the Serena and double support combo once again, while Dragonite deals with the Dreadnought in a quick and timely manner. It's important for the Umbreons to try and mitigate this level advantage as soon as possible, and avoiding deaths is probably going to be the fastest way they can do that. Fairy Singularity thrown out to try and protect the goal. Astonishingly Bad retreats in response.
They're setting up for Rotom right now. We got Ditto up here. And actually, no. Wow. They stole it. Tragic Umbreons took the Rotom. So they're just going to leave the Rotom alone. Continue on their farming. I must say, that was a nice last hit.
As it works well for them as well, because this allows them to simply retain the farm and move along. And an interesting opportunity that presents themselves for the Umbreons is the fact that if leaving the bottom 3rd goal open does mean that if they are able to secure Dreadnought in any capacity without suffering too many losses, which again, not too much secure on their team as long as they can simply avoid Pikachu ult. And perhaps run in an ult with Gardevoir or Greninja. Or perhaps use Slowbro ult to shut down the Pikachu before it is able to ult in the team fight. All these would present themselves an opportunity to steal Zapdos, and they would almost be assured to score anywhere from 300 to 500 points in the last moments, which could be which could be a good play to go for in the long run. As Dragonite just has so much secure on these Dreadnoughts, it is very difficult to push them. They might be better off just doing some back caps.
Yes,
now.
sir. But it looks like we're having a fight here. Serena's going in. All right, everyone's moving back. That was a nice.
Alright, this is just a wall for the Astonishingly
Yeah.
Bad. Their plan here is to just allow Dragonite full control of just farming the Dreadnought themselves. All 4 of the other members are simply there to just keep the rest of the team out. And the Umbreons are learning and adapting that this is the opportunity for them to just take control of the map while they focus on those Dreadnoughts. Forcing a flip here, all they have to worry about. There's a Bliss assistance. Lots of ults being thrown here. The Astonishingly Bad know that they have to get as many of the members out as possible, otherwise their damage could overwhelm them. Serena here with their ult is able to survive their damage without much issue. As you can see, Slowbro retaining their ult, able to take Dragonite out of the matter if they intend to try and flip on the Zapdos. A recoup. Oh, the ult slow beam has been used on the Serena to try and keep Slowbro alive in this moment. Greninja going in for a back cap down bot. Eldegoss low, and all of the Astonishingly Bad regrouping.
Ooh, nice 100.
Greninja gets the score.
But was it worth it though?
It was not enough yet, but that did get all of Astonishingly Bad to leave the Zapdos arena and give them give the Gardevoir a chance to leave.
They're about to kill it right now. Can Gardevoir go in for the steal? Pikachu stops Shiny Noms. And no.
But the Hyper Beam takes it down. That level 3 Hyper Beam is intense secure, and it's going to be difficult to do anything about it.
And Astonishingly Bad takes game 1. All right.
Little
was a
too
good
aggressive
match.
on the Slowbro there, but very good. The back count was well played by the Tragic Umbreons to try and get some points in there, try and force Astonishingly Bad to panic. If we can take a look at some of these stats here, we can see.
Let's see the stats
9.
real quick.
Yeah, and we can see 9 kills on that Serena. They were going ham. Getting with double supports on them, I can imagine that the damage they took as well was also quite high. Yep, look at that. Several times higher than anyone else on the team other than Blissey. And keeping that Serena alive while allowing Dragonite to kind of just run amok with the objectives. It seems to be a core strategy that Astonishingly Bad has, and it's going to be up to the Umbreons to try and come up with a counter for it.
Yeah, that was it was pretty interesting because I know Meep wanted to go in and get that score in for his team that round, but I would have just waited because he could have just chilled. I'm not sure what his situation was, if he had his ult up or not, but I would have chilled like in the bush somewhere, waited till almost everybody was together, and then boom, drop my ult and see how many people I would have taken with me, and then they could have gone in for the win that way. But that's only if everyone gets hit with the ult. But yeah, I feel like that round right there would have been different if he didn't score.
It was a very high risk, high reward play.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just not enough.
All right.
As the Umbreons were not able to defend a lot of their goals midway through with just the ult potential that Astonishingly Bad had from securing that first Dreadnought.
Sorry about the ad. I swear to God, I thought I deleted it. So please do not click on that Star Trek. I officially done with that campaign. All right. So go with the Dragon Knight ban.
I'm back in. I'm gonna invite you.
Okay. Thank you, Johnny Noms.
Alright, and now we have a Dragonite and U.W.A ban.
Alright. Alright, we're about to start soon. Alright. Cloud's ready.
And that's great to hear. And it is a testament to how powerful Dragonite can be if allowed to just do what it does best and secure those objectives.
Oh yeah. Let's see how this matchup goes this time. We're seeing a Espeon, we're seeing a Greedent, a Zoomeroo, a Ditto, and a Cramorant this game. So I think they have a different formation since their Dragonite got banned.
Right.
So now
the secondary interesting part of that is also that even after getting the first Dreadnought, the Team Astonishingly Bad was very hyper aggressive on the goals, especially in top lane, to try and provide an out for the anti-Zapdos strat. So that's something that you wouldn't really think about, but is also something that is going to need to be countered to win future games here. What were you saying?
no, I was just seeing that. Oh, never mind. Me went back to Greninja. I was about to mention. I was like, oh, we see the U.W.A pick, but no, he went back to that Super Sentai Kamen Rider Greninja.
Right, I know that the Umbreons have been practicing with the Decidueye, so maybe they're still working on that.
Nice. Always good to practice.
Got
Every
a
day.
stacking Azumarill and a stacking. Oh my, there's a stacking Greedent, Zera, and a Azumarill on the side of it. Astonishingly bad. That is a lot of goals they're going to be trying to score here.
Let's see how this match turns out. Right now, they're all attacking the Arduino. I believe Astonishing Bag took it, if I'm not mistaken. That Cramorant got the last hit. I could be wrong. Alright, so it seems like the Zoomeroo got the first 4 points in. Nice kill from Cloudsbad. Walking away with his Cramorant. I need to learn that character. He cracks me up. Alright, let's see what's going on. Cramorant. Oh, and Greedent. I mean, yeah, well, yeah, Greedent. I forgot his baby form.
Squovit, yeah. Yeah, it seems Squovit has taken a death there for stacking their attack weight. Common strategy might pay off later as well. Greedent can do a lot of damage with those.
Oh wow.
And the Frogadier just makes it with a little bit of a greedy score there. Stacking their attack weight, getting away with it.
Looks
jungle,
like
that could be very dangerous.
Looked like the chat was gonna go after Meep, but Meep backed away. Let's see what's going on bot lane. We see Dog going in with his Espeon, but getting that Scold, backs away. Alright, it looks like they're going in. We're having Johnny Noms and Cloud going at it. Cloud backs away. So does Johnny Noms. They're gonna get that Arduino farm right there. Indeed, Cram is cool.
Ooh. half of Greeden's health gone down trying to get that score on attack weight. But they are able to get out fairly safely. Steenie taking some big hits, and Zera comes to try and take them out. Not quite able to get it. They're able to back off and get some health from the citrus berry.
Mm-hmm.
The pre-Dreadnought Bees are going to be setting up, and both team strategies on what to go for are slightly different here. Yes, Tragic Umbreons have gotten their Serena evolved to level 6 and have abandoned top totally to get to Dreadnought before the other team came. Zera and Greeden elected to stay up with the Rotom, which could be dangerous. They may be sacrificing this first Dreadnought in exchange for some top present. But Serena does take a death, unfortunately, to the hands of Cramorant and Azumarill's tankiness.
Alright,
so
so
be a very dangerous
yeah, Meep's level 9, so he's chilling right now. He's trying to get his attack, but it looks like Miyuta was gonna go in, but gets killed. Nice ult by Ditto, knocking out the slow bro. But oh, nice steal from Dog from Astronomy Bad, taking that Dreadnought. I was thinking that the Umbreons were gonna take it because they had a decent amount of members on their team.
Well, not only that, but unfortunately the Greninja was unable to use their ult, even though if they had ulted Cramorant and Espeon in the bottom part of the map, they would have gotten 2 kills and gotten that Dreadnought for free before Zera even showed up. That was unfortunate, and I wonder what their plan was.
Yep.
When they were trying to get that ult used.
Well, now we see the ult.
There it is. Oh. Greninja uses a Water Burst Shuriken to try and push that Rotom in, but Azumarill immediately counter ults with Belly Drum Bash and destroys their health bar.
That's the thing with Greninja. He is very, very, very class cannon-ish character, so you gotta make sure that if you're gonna catch somebody, you better catch them good and hope to God that they don't have an ult.
And just enough stun, Espeon Psychic Solaire is able to stop Serena in their tracks and just keep Astonishingly Bad's top lane alive.
Meanwhile, when we're looking at I was looking at the mini map, the Chad was just going in with Greedent, getting the kills. He could have scored, but he decided not to, which was a good maneuver. He has 40 on his plate right now. Nice ult from Ditto. Doesn't quite make it.
Cramorant ult canceled by a slow beam.
Alright, Meep going in on Greedent, but Greedent's running away, throwing in the berries. AKA, I call it the initial D.
Yeah, it is dangerous to throw out those ults when there's a Slowbro on the enemy team. You never know when you're just gonna lose it. You really have to keep that in mind when you're trying to sway a team fight.
I take that back. Belch is when you start drifting, so sorry.
Right, when you have Covet, you can really make those plays.
Yes, you start drifting. Ooh, nice attack from behind from
Backline, along with Espeon.
Yeah, Greedent's just running away being annoying.
Ooh, Serena takes out the Zera in the back and heads for the Azumarill, the tanky member. Should be going for the Cramorant. There it is, a couple of stomps on the Cramorant and it is gone. Azumarill, the only member left on their team, a Surf from Greninja takes the Dreadnought. And Azumarill is cleaned up. Espeon is not going to be able to hold this back, but a single Psyshock takes Greninja out. They need to stay out of that front line.
Nice, nice, nice.
You have got to stay out of that front line. Espeon really pushing their luck here. A single stomp would really put a dent in their HP bar. And a Greedent ult.
I feel like the Espeon was pushing Team Umbreon towards the Greedent so that Greedent can actually do its ult and hit all 3 of them at the same time, but at least they got a kill off of it.
It was a good bait. but Green doesn't quite have that secure power to take anyone down. Unlike Azumarill, who instantly is able to kill this Greninja. You gotta stay out of those front lines, Greninja. You have too many characters that are able to just one-shot you. Your level difference does not matter if you are just getting one shot.
Speaking of one shot, imagine if Glaceon wasn't banned.
Speaking of one shot, imagine if Zera ults here. Wait for it. Oh, not electing to. Instead, backing off.
I wouldn't have all. Look at the time. He's holding off for that big Zap fight. That's gonna
true,
drop
you
in
never
9
know.
seconds.
That's true, but you kill them now and they'll still be dead for the beginning of Zap.
That is
And
true.
it's the strat to use it now.
That is
Especially
true.
with Rotom on the line, and now, but they really could just let this Rotom in, really not be any worse for wear. Espeon going to try and delay it as long as possible, which is not good for them. They've let it in, and now Tragic Umbreons have to make the choice of pushing that goal or not. They have elected to not. Greninja going around the back way, good, like to see it. But they might be a bit late here. Slowbro's been kind of caught out of position, and Serena is going in and bot instead against the Zera. An excellent Queen Ascendant taking the Zera out. Oh, but the Psychic Solaire during the Cramorant. Oh, that is a devastating combo. That is half the Tragic Umbreons taken out right there. And not very much damage left. Ooh, an eject button out of the Greninja ult. They have Surf, not electing to take out the Espeon, leaving Blissey to do it. This Greninja just has too many targets and not enough damage. They're able to delay the Zapdos. So slow beam on Zera to make sure that they're not able to ult and just simply kill the whole team. Forced to retreat now. Up and an eject button with Cramorant to try and get in there and finish them off. But no, Zera does get out. And there's just not enough burn on the team to try and take this Zapdos down. Only ult left is Zera, who is coming back and would be able to kill most of the team if allowed to get it off. Slowbro taking down an ult on the Greninja that may have been aimed at the Cramorant, but they were in the bush, but does not matter. Able to take down both of the squishies. There's no one left to take the Zapdos on Tragic Umbreons, and the Astonishingly Bad is comfortable in their lead. Not enough time left to get Zapdos even if they wanted it. What a long-winded play, and it nearly worked out for the Umbreons too. They were very close.
Indeed. What a good match. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Astonishingly Bad takes it 2-0.
Look
So
at
now,
that, 7 kills on the Azumarill.
yeah, my bad. That kind of clicked off. But we're going to move on over to Pika's channel, where the final match is going to be played. So we're gonna go and raid him.
Absolutely. And just one more time for an instant replay. Shout out to the beautiful strategy from Team AB between Cloudsbad and Daw. Starting the Cramorant ult and immediately Espeon ulting so that no one can rush in and try and stop them. And as well as keeping them in Cramorant's ult. That is a powerful double strategy that I'm not sure there's really anything you could do about. That is the most effective way I think I have ever seen to lock down an area as a no-go zone. I've never heard of No Man's Land quite as potent as that. But if you enjoyed these matches, make sure to check out twitch.tv/Shinjay, and we are rating twitch.tv/Pika right now.
Yeah, go check them out. We're gonna so you can continue the matches. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching the stream. See y'all a little later.
Absolutely. Have a good night, everybody, and make sure to watch the rest of the matches over there.